Hi, my name is Amish.aggarwala. I'm an advocate practicing in Delhi, and today I'll talk about how much money are you ready to spend in fighting your court case. I am fighting a case for a client who has a faulty car engine manufacturing defect. The company is Honda. My client claims that the entire engine, which is faulty, which needs to be replaced, the whole thing can be done for approximately rupees 2 lakh by the company. And the company apparently paid rupees 2 lakhs to the lawyer representing the company before the consumer forum. And it is quite an absurdity for me to think that the company is ready to pay money to contest a case which they clearly cannot win, so as to drag it out in a court of law, so that there is a chance that the person may be fatigued, or to discourage other people who think that they might want to approach a consumer forum against the car company for manufacturing defects. They would rather pay 2 lakh rupees to their lawyer, you know, and have a small chance at winning the case, or at least letting the world out there know that if you do file a case against us, we are not going to go down easy. We are going to spend years fighting it. And then if we have to, if the court mandates it, we can still go ahead and make the payment. However, it's not going to be easy for you. So the company is ready to pay 2 lakh rupees to the lawyers rather than just replace the car engine for my client. And that brings me to the point of all the cost benefit analysis that needs to be done by a litigant at the very beginning. Just yesterday, I have another client who came in who talked about his case, and I explained that doing a cost benefit analysis, maybe it might not be in his best interests to file a case against the people he was planning to file a case against. And he said that he felt so strongly, emotionally about this case that there is no chance that he would want the other party to escape the consequences of their actions. And so even if he has to suffer monetary costs, he is ready to do so for the sake of his self-esteem, for the sake of being able to look himself in the mirror. And I've been doing a lot of personal injunction matters where people file injunctions, people seek damages from other individuals. And I'm seeing a lot of this cost benefit analysis going on, which I have to do for the client. And sometimes the client and I both sit together and kind of brainstorm over all the pros and cons of doing a case like this one. And more often than not, it is the self-esteem or this image, the self-image of a person that is at stake, and that is why he has to do it. Companies, on the other hand, have a bigger responsibility to themselves and their stakeholders. Every single time a company, I don't blame Honda. Every single time someone feels that they can take a company for granted and they can maybe quote unquote get some easy relief out of a big company, the company has to be sure to let the world out there know that if you file a case against us, we are not going to go down easy. Just because we are big does not mean it's going to be a David versus Goliath situation. And this, I think, I will be talking about more in the future as well. The more I see situations like these coming up, something on which I have not really made up my mind in entirety. I am not really sure about what exactly companies do in these kind of situations, to what extent they are ready to go and fight out cases. We'll see whether Honda would want to. Of course, we have to see whether we will win or not, and then we'll see whether Honda agrees to also appeal against the verdict if we do get a favorable order, and to what extent will Honda want to take that matter, maybe right up to the Supreme Court of India. And it'll be very interesting to see what kind of expenses they are running into while defending their cases. Honda, all these other car manufacturers out there, and all these other companies who want to keep litigants at bay.